Hello everyone and welcome to Flower Friday.
Hey there.
My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That is exactly right, and we are so excited to be doing an Easter wreath today. I just love Easter wreaths. They are so much fun, and we have got this adorable little bunny we're going to be using.
So welcome everybody. Get comfy. We are going to have some fun today.
Yes, we are.
So we are going to be using a 14-inch grapevine wreath base to make this wreath. Like she said, we do have our bunny. Is he not cute? Actually,
he is so cute. He, whatever. It's still adorable.
And this sign is from
Craft Outlet.
Yeah. We actually already have this wired to the grapevine wreath, and we did use our 26 gauge floral wire.
Yes, and I actually drilled holes into him to wire him on. You could probably staple some wire to it if you had shorter staples, but I did use my drill and wired him on in 3 different places, I think. So he is so cute. And what else are we going to be using?
We have some really pretty spring colored flowers.
Yes.
And I know it may seem a little bit early to be talking about Easter for you guys, but it is so cold outside and we are ready for some more spring weather.
You know this girl is ready for some spring. So
me too.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and make some spring wreaths here. And so we've got all these pretty spring colors, blue, some hot pink, some light pink, some yellow roses we've got.
Yes, just a mixture.
Yeah, so this is going to be
And we've also got some pretty little eggs we're going, because you know you got to have eggs for your Easter wreaths. So we've got some little eggs we're going to be using.
And then of course we do have our greenery that we're going to be using today.
Yes.
Can't forget about the greenery.
No.
So we have a few different kinds of greenery. And we'll get into that a little bit more down the road, but we already have our bows actually made for this. We used 4 1.5-inch wired ribbons, and I will attach a video showing you how we make this bow. It's just a stacked bow, very simple to make. We did use our Bow Dabber bow maker to make this, but like I said, we will attach a video showing you how. But I love these ribbons.
I do too.
We've got the Swiss dot blue. I love that for Easter and spring. And then a hot pink. We've got a buffalo check yellow, and then just a light pink. And again, these are all 1.5-inch wired ribbons.
Yes.
All right, so I am going to go ahead and attach this to my base. Now first, I need to find out how we want our wreath. Now we kind of want our little girl or guy a little bit off center, so I would say, don't you think about like that?
just so that the egg's kind of rounding out the wreath right here, so you just kind of want it to come around like that.
So I'm going to attach the bow directly to the base, but I'm going to kind of put it on the outside a little bit, just so it does not cover up our cute bunny.
Yes, and it's kind of on between the 9 and 10 o'clock position, I think.
So I'm going to go ahead and attach this on, and of course when we get our flowers around it, it'll adjust itself a little better. So I'm not too worried about fluffing it out right now. We'll kind of get that later.
We'll mash it all to pieces by the time we get finished, so we'll have to do that at the end.
But I think that's so cute.
Yes, and the first thing that we are going to do now that she's got her bow on is we are going to green our wreath, and I've got this maidenhair fern that I'm going to be using. I love this. So we are going to cut these off of the bush and use these to go all the way around. Now this is only going to be, we're just going to make this wreath from about right here around, because we don't want to, do too much and cover up this adorable bunny. So I'm going to start first. Let me get this so that you can see. I'm going to start right here about where his little ear is. And I'm putting this kind of on the outside of my wreath So, and I've just kind of got it bent so that it's going towards Amanda over there. And I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom, but the bottom one, I know I want to end it right here where his little foot is. So I'm just going to kind of move that bow out of the way and just bring that right in there, just like that. So we've got both of those towards Amanda over there.
And those of you who are joining us, let us know in the comments where you guys are watching us from.
Yes. And what's the weather like there? The wind here is unreal. It is unbelievable. I'm surprised y'all can't hear it.
That's what I was about to say. You guys can probably hear it in the background.
It is awful.
It is really bad right now. So we're just going around the base of the wreath with our first greenery that we're using.
Yes, we are.
So what would you say, every like 4 or 5 inches?
Yeah, something like that. We're just going to continue on around.
It does not have to be perfectly even. I never get mine perfectly even.
No, you don't have to worry about that. You just want to make sure, because we're going to put so much other stuff that that is going to be fine. You just want it to continue on around and to form our outside.
And if you are new to our channel, we use a glue skillet. We typically, when we're making our wreaths, we don't use a glue gun. Now we do use hot glue, but it's in a glue skillet. So that's what we're dipping in right now.
Yes, and I could not live without my glue skillet. I'm just going to tell you, it makes all the difference in the world, not having to stop and have one hand, you know, you've got both hands free, and I just love it. Okay, we are just coming on around. I've about got my last one. I'm gonna put one more,
and we're using the maidenhair fern, but really you could use any kind of the fern that you can find. I kind of like the maidenhair for the spring look. It's kind of light and airy.
Yes, I like it too.
Any
but
kind
any kind, it really, she's right about that. Any kind would be fine. Okay, so you see I've got it just all the way around. So that's, I think I'm gonna put one more, but this one is gonna go on the inside of my bow. So I'm just gonna move my bow over just enough so that I can just kind of put this right here on the inside.
Can I have one more of yours?
Yes, yes. There you go.
I have one to put on the outside. I might have put more on my outside.
Yeah, you may have, but that's all right too. All right. So the first thing that I am going to do is I've got some blue straw flowers, and I love these. They are just so pretty, and I want these to go around the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these just almost where I put my fern. Now I may not use them in exactly the same place, but I'm going to start right about in here. And you see that because I'm aiming it, I still want them to kind of bend and go towards Amanda right now for this first one. So I wanted it to end right here at his ear. So you have to make sure you put it over enough this way so that when you do, it's going to aim right where you want it to be.
Change that one. I don't like that one.
You didn't like that
one? It's getting on my nerves a little bit.
No, it didn't want to do what you wanted it to do. All right, so now my next one I'm going to go ahead and put at the bottom so that I get it right where I want it to be. And I'm doing the exact same thing with it. I'm aiming it over towards Amanda, just like that. And now I'm going to continue on around. So I'm going to put one right in here.
And so if you guys are working on any wreaths or any fun projects right now, let us know in the comments what you're working on.
Yes, I always love to hear what y'all are working on. And I have a question for you. Did you make yourself a Valentine wreath? I know everybody doesn't put wreaths up for Valentine's, but some people do, and I happen to be one of them, so I did make mine. I'm going to take this one out because I've got it a little higher than I want it, so let me
I do have a Valentine's
position
Day wreath up as well.
Yes.
So I like to go from Christmas, wait a little bit, and then right into Valentine's Day.
I do too. In fact, when I first started decorating my front porch, my husband said, "Isn't it too early for Valentine's Day?" I said, "No. No, no, no. I like to at least have it up for a month."
Well, it almost feels like if you just got it up for a day or two, it almost feels like it's a waste.
It does. It's not as fun. So I like to have mine up for a month.
Okay, so I just went all the way around with my little blue flowers. They're cute. Any kind of little small blue wildflowers would work for this. You know, they don't have to be exactly like the ones we're using.
No, they definitely do not.
I love, and I know you probably feel the same way, for Easter, I love to use the blue and yellow and mix it with the pink, don't you?
I do.
So that's kind of why we're incorporating, even though the sign is just pink and white, we wanted to incorporate some of these other bright, fun colors for Easter.
Yes, I'm going to add one more. I had one extra one, so I'm just going to add it right over here at his foot, just like that. Just kind of push this one over just a little bit. There we go. All right, so we've got all of those in, and you see we've just followed around the outside. That's all we've done so far. Now we've got some pink hydrangeas, and if you've ever watched us make this kind of wreath, our crescent wreath, you know that I like to frame our bow. And so that's what I'm going to use our hydrangeas for, is framing our bow. So I'm going to put one right up here in the top at my bow, just like that. I just want it coming out from my bow just a little bit, just like that. And then my second one is going to be up under.
It's almost like the hydrangeas are kind of coming out of the loops of the bow.
I just want them kind of framing the bow, just like that. I'm just moving my tails out of the way so that I can get them right where I want them. And now you can, if you wanted to use 3, you could put one back here, but a lot of times when we're making these, I like just using 2. So that's what we're doing with this one. They're larger, so they will work just fine right there. Okay, so now we've got some other little flowers we're going to use, and I love these little picks from Hobby Lobby, the little yellow roses. These are just so sweet.
These are these in the floral?
They're over. They're in their little pick section, and I found ours near where the ribbon is. So they're not actually in the floral bushes, but they're before you get to those.
Is that over near the wedding section?
Yes, over near the wedding. Yes.
So it's a little bit separate from your.
It's a little separate.
Flowers.
Yes. Yeah.
But these are the perfect size.
They really are, and they're just so sweet. I think I love these little yellow ones. All right, so I'm going to take my first yellow one, and I'm going to bring it up here at the top, and I'm just going to kind of let it fall just like that.
If you are new to us, then you'll notice that we do keep our stems pretty long.
Yes.
I didn't even clip this one, did you?
No, I didn't clip it.
That's just the way it came at that length. But we do keep them pretty long, and there is a reason for that.
Yes. The reason that we do that, I know that a lot of you have heard us talk about this, but is so that we can place them where we want to and pull them out to give the wreath a lot more dimension. You know, so many times, especially when you're new at making wreaths, people will cut them off short and put them right in, you know, close to the grapevine wreath, and you just don't get the dimension that you want in a wreath by doing that. By keeping your stems long, you can make them as long, as big, and still use a small, I mean, this is a 14-inch grapevine wreath, but by the time we finish, the wreath will be 28 to 30 inches large, you know. So it's just, I feel like that is one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they are making wreaths, don't you?
And I do, and I want to say, if you do that with your wreaths, do not feel bad.
Yes, no, because everybody starts out that way.
I totally did that for a long time.
Yes.
It was something that I really had to learn and get used to doing, because naturally you do think you want to stick it right in, but I promise you, if you just give it a try, you will see just a total difference in your wreaths. You
really, really will. Now I put the other one just up here over top of my bow, kind of. What is that? That is about the 10 o'clock position. So we've got that on there. And now I've got these ranunculuses that I love. These just scream.
Yeah, these are really pretty.
Spring to me, because they've got the little lime, almost lime center. They're just so pretty. I love these. So this one I'm going to bring right down here in the bottom, kind of almost between his ears, because I still want to be able to see his little ears.
This one I will cut a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit long.
Yeah, you can cut it a little bit. And this one I'm going to bring right up in here, just like that. I'm going to put this one back here on the back side. And you see when I'm putting it in also, I just kind of bend the stem a little, and that brings it exactly where I want it.
These really make it pop.
They do. They do. I love, love, love those. Okay. I've got some other little yellow ranunculuses, so I'm going to sprinkle those around.
Now, we do put our bow on first, but you do want to be careful because it's so easy to get glue on it. And I know it kind of looks like we're kind of keep moving it out of the way, but we do put it on first for a reason. It does really, well, number one, it's going to help you not use so many flowers.
Yes.
It's going to help you save money.
Yes, it is.
But number two, it just kind of gets in your mind the position that you need to place your flowers.
Yes.
So it really is helpful, but you do want to make sure that you're kind of careful with the glue around
exactly.
The tails.
You will get it, but now it's not the end of the world if you do get glue on it. So don't panic if that happens, because it will eventually.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time.
Yes. So I've got one that I put right up at the top, and the second one I've got right down in the bottom, just like that.
I like the yellow ones too.
I do too. They're just so sweet. And now we've got just some small little pink, some lighter pink ranunculuses. And I'm just going to bring this one right here beside his ear, or her ear. I keep saying he, I don't know. He or she is adorable. This one I'm going to bring right here at the bottom. Just like that. Now, I almost forgot my blue ranunculus.
I think this is turning out cute.
It is, isn't it? Okay, so for my blue ranunculuses, I'm going to bring one right here in the center beside my hydrangea and get it to go in there. There we go. And I'm going to bring this one right in here. I had some roses, but I can't decide if I want to use them. I think I'll put one up here in the top. There. So colorful and pretty. I am loving this.
Me too.
And I'm going to bring this one right behind my hydrangea.
That stem has already been cut and it's kind of small. I wish I had a longer one. Actually, I might trade it.
Yeah, I was going to say trade it, because this one I'm just going to put right into the, under the ranunculus. And I can't decide if I like these in them or not. Let's see.
The roses?
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
I don't like them.
Yeah, I think they're all right. Well, you'll see this one, or you may not can see, but this particular one has raveled a little bit. So anytime that happens, I just go through and cut off any of the bad places, and then you can spray your matte UV spray on it, and that will keep it from raveling any further. Or you can even use hairspray, so something like that will stop it from continuing to ravel. So, but I noticed that one was raveling.
So this is where we are at so
this
far.
This is where we
now, we haven't even added all of our greenery or our
nor
eggs or
our
anything
eggs
like that yet.
But I want to add my eggs last.
Huh? Silly balls?
I don't think.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to need them.
We'll see if we need them, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, we've got some little grass, because you know bunnies, they like grass, so we've got to put some grass in with our bunny. But the key to using grass, I think, this kind, and this actually came from Michael's, I believe, but is to first of all push all of the grass up to the top of the stem. Be careful, because they will all come flying out, so always keep your finger there to make sure that it's not coming flying out. And then when you're using it, put it in, this is one time that you will put it in kind of straight, and that will just kind of give it even more dimension by using the grass like that. And I'm going to put one in the bottom and one in the top, and then I'm going to put one on the outside, because you don't want to use a lot of it.
And once you get everything in, it's just going to kind of,
yep, it kind of just blends all in. So I'm going to put one right behind my bow, just like that. And now I'm going to add this. Now I couldn't wait to show y'all this. This was actually in the wedding section. It is a garland, and I just thought these flowers were so pretty. And I could just see this in a wreath. Y'all know I love my greeneries and I love my fillers. I think that's what a lot of times makes a wreath, is the fillers that you use. And so I bought this garland, and I'm going to cut it up to use in this wreath. Hobby Lobby has some similar, but it did not have all the same elements that this had, that the garland had. And I just loved this. So I said, nope, I'm just going to get the garland and cut it to pieces.
So how big chunks?
I'm cutting these about so that there's like 2 little sections. I don't want them, or really that one's so long it may be just one section. I don't want a lot at one time, but you want to make sure when you're cutting it that you leave yourself at least a little bit. You don't have to have a large stem, but you want a little bit so that you can still get it in the wreath. So I'm going to bring this in first.
This is really pretty.
It is gorgeous.
It's almost like baby's breath.
It is, but then it's got some berries and it's got a lot going on.
I don't know exactly what it is, but it's
no,
pretty.
I don't either, but I love it. And so this one I'm going to put up here in the top. Just so, and to me this just is one of those elements that really makes a wreath.
Yeah, and it's going to fill up a lot of space.
It does
so
fill up a lot of space.
It's going to cover up any kind of grapevine wreath that you can see through.
Yes, you all have heard us talk about the fact that especially when someone's new, they tend to fill up with all flowers instead of the greenery, but the greenery adds so much to it. It helps to separate each individual little flower so that you can you actually see the flowers better, and just makes them so pretty.
So we're just going around
just filling it in.
Just sprinkling it all throughout.
Yeah.
See. Okay. Alright.
I wish that Hobby Lobby would actually get this in a bush.
Oh, yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
It really would.
Yes, it is.
But at least ours didn't have it. Now I don't know if some have it.
Yeah, maybe yours has it.
Maybe yours has it in a bush, but ours did not.
It kind of does give it that,
just that
feminine,
sweet,
romantic, sweet. I guess I can see why it would be in the wedding section.
Yep. So, of course, you know that those are on sale the opposite week from the flowers. So that means you have to make 2 trips.
Probably ordering online, maybe.
Yeah, you may can. I hadn't tried, but you probably can.
I like having that peeking out.
I do too.
Throughout.
It's just so pretty. So keep that in mind if you have an idea for something and you can't find exactly what you're looking for. Look through the garlands. You may be able to find something that you could actually use, and because just like we're doing, you can cut it apart. If you needed to put it on a stem, you could use some wooden picks and wire it to something if you needed to.
Now, of course, this you are going to put that right against the base of the wreath because you don't have much to work with. Yes, this is different
from exactly. I'm glad you clarified that.
And in fact, you really have to get it to stay good. Now, like she said, you could put it on a floral pick.
Yes, you could.
But
it really does stay just good enough like this.
You just want to make sure you get a good bit of glue on it, though.
Yes.
And get it down into that grapevine really, really well.
Yes. But isn't that pretty?
Where we're at so far.
It just looks so sweet and feminine and just so pretty.
some up here at the top.
I am loving that. Now, of course, I'm going to put some on the inside of my bow as well as on the outside, because you're never going to leave your bow without anything on all sides.
And that's really just going to help your bow stay where it needs to go.
It is, for
like
sure.
Stay in place and stand up pretty. And
you're getting yours in the glue.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Have to move it.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't. For sure. And just continuing on around. I will be buying more of this, I can tell you.
Yeah.
I love it. I've almost used all of mine too.
So I want this last piece to go.
Yeah.
Put it down here at the bottom. Oh, it does have the little garland attachers on here. So I'm just gonna,
so you just kind of cut those off.
I'll just cut those right off.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm almost finished with this.
And of course, you can use as much or as little of any of these florals or greeneries as you want.
Yes,
you make it your own.
Can.
Whatever your style is, if you like a whole lot of greenery, go with it. If you like more, floral look, you can add more of those, more of the bigger roses and things.
Yep.
It is completely up to you.
That's how you take what we show you and make it your own. By using the things that you like.
These are our eggs.
Yep. But I've got some. Cut one more place. I got to put some.
Forget those though, because they are cute little speckled
I know
eggs.
They are. Okay. We've got a couple of large ones, so I'm going to put the bigger ones in first.
I want to say really quick about these eggs. These are just really lightweight styrofoam eggs that we got from the craft department. They were just the eggs. We put the stems in there, and what we did, we just used some leftover stems that we had on some bushes.
Like just a bush.
We just clip them off.
Just clipped them right off.
And just, because they're real, just this really lightweight styrofoam, we just took it, dipped it in the glue, and just stuck it right in there.
Yep.
Where'd you put the...
I just put one right there where my grass was. I'm just kind of pulling my grass around it like that. See how cute that is? And now I'm going to put my, where do I want to put my pink one? I think I'm going to put this one behind my bow. Just right in there. And then I'm going to put my blue one down in here. I'm just going to move that grass kind of around. Now I've got a couple of small ones, so I'm going to put my yellow one up here in the top, I think. Just right in there. And bring my pink one. I think I'll put that on the inside here.
I think the eggs look really
They do.
cute in it.
They are cute.
They're fun little extra touch.
So sweet.
I want to get some chickens that lay blue eggs, by the way. I was talking to the girls about that today. I have brown egg chickens. But
brown egg chickens. There you go.
But I want some blue.
Yeah.
Because I think they're...
Are there some that do that?
They're called...
she's
Easter
becoming my my egg person here.
Your egg supplier?
Yeah, she's my egg supplier and the one that knows about it, because I do not.
Well, I'm no expert, but ours do. They give us nice gifts.
Yes, they do.
We appreciate their eggs.
They do. Yes, and I appreciate that. You make sure your chickens know that I appreciate them. That's why I send them
treats.
I do. Yep. Okay, so now we're just going to take our tails.
Take a look.
And I'm just going to,
you
could leave them straight, you can curl them. I'm just going to curl them, I think, just to see what they will look like. Yeah, I didn't put any of that in. I was going to wait until I got my tails to see if I need it or not.
I'm really just putting it back there to kind of have something behind the bow, because I have an empty spot, and I don't like that.
Yep.
So, I might sprinkle a couple pieces around.
That's good.
Just to tie it in a little bit.
Well, even though it is cold outside and the wind is howling, this makes me feel like it's spring.
Except she's about to walk out into
that's right.
Into the
Let's see if we can make this last a little longer so I don't have to go.
And I will say that I know for a lot of you, we're in Alabama, and so our cold is not your cold.
Exactly. I know
and
that y'all
I feel bad for
like,
complaining.
Poor us. Yeah. Yes, but we're not used to it. My mother used to say, we have thin blood here in the South. We're not used to it. I don't think that has anything to do with it, really, but that is what she used to say.
We're not accustomed to it, that's for sure.
No.
And you can kind of do your tails however you want to.
Yes, you really, really can.
I'm probably just going to kind of curl mine together for now. You could roll them up if you wanted to. You could leave them straight. Tack them in.
Just anything you wanted to do. But there we go.
This is cute. This would be good for double doors too.
It would.
Be cute for double doors.
Aren't those sweet? They are so sweet. I am loving this. And that little bunny is adorable.
And so craftoutlet.com is where the bunny came.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably find something similar at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but it's just craftoutlet.com. And most of our florals today are from either Michael's or Hobby Lobby.
Right.
So
and don't forget to check the garland section.
Yeah, anytime you find something on sale that you think might conserve multi-purposes, I guess you could say, definitely snag it.
Yes, definitely.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us.
This has been fun.
It has been fun. And y'all be sure to check out our blog at gracemonroehome.com, where we have lots of DIY tutorials on there.
Yes.
If you're watching us on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that little bell so you get notified when we release new videos.
That's right.
And if you're watching us on Facebook, y'all be sure to follow our Facebook page and our Instagram page as well.
Yes, and make sure to go in there and click that you want to see first or see all. I can't remember how they say it now.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you will not see us.
Yeah, you may not. And
that's just the way it works.
If you want to see us.
Yes, if you want to see us, go in there.
If you don't, that's okay.
Yeah, I think you just go in the settings where you liked us and I think that's how you do it.
All right, guys. Well, we thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
This has been fun.
And I hope that you have a wonderful weekend.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.